Hello and welcome. In this video, we will be discussing how to create your own computer operating system. Before we begin, it's important to note that creating a full-fledged operating system is a complex and time-consuming task, so we will only be covering the basics. However, this should give you a good starting point and an understanding of the main components of an operating system. Step 1. Choose your language. The first thing you need to do is choose a programming language. There are many programming languages out there, but some popular choices for operating system development are C and assembly language. Step 2. Develop the bootloader. The bootloader is the first program that runs when a computer is turned on. It's responsible for loading the operating system kernel into memory. For this, you can use a bootloader such as Grub or Lilo. Step 3. Develop the kernel. The kernel is the core of the operating system. It's responsible for managing the computer's hardware resources, such as the CPU, memory, and input/output devices. It also provides services to user-level programs. To develop the kernel, you will need to use your chosen programming language to write code that interacts with the hardware. This will involve writing device drivers for the various hardware components. Step 4. Develop user space. Once you have the kernel up and running, you can start developing the user space. This is the part of the operating system that users interact with, such as the graphical user interface, GUI, and the command line interface, CLI. To create a GUI, you can use a toolkit such as GTK or Qt. You will also need to develop applications that run on top of the operating system, such as a web browser, text editor, or media player. Step 5. Test and debug. Once you have developed your operating system, it's important to thoroughly test and debug it. This involves running a range of tests to ensure that the system is stable, secure, and reliable. Conclusion. Creating an operating system is a challenging task, but it's also a rewarding one. By following these steps, you can get started on developing your own operating system. Remember that this is just a starting point, and there is a lot more to learn about operating system development. Happy coding!